Barbara Denyer was a multifaceted person who felt like she could do anything. She was raised initially in Texas and eventually moved to New York to study at the Art Students League, where she met her husband, Ted Denyer. In Irvington, they owned the carriage house. That's part of the Dows estate, or Charlton Hall, where the Dows Lane school was. And her house still remains intact and is owned by her daughters. Her artwork is integral to the house. Well, the carriage house Barbara lived in was certainly a good place to express what she did, because it is sort of a darker kind of environment there. I think one of the things that fascinated me was what I had heard about her dioramas, that they had sort of a underworld overtone or a religious overtone. People said they were built into pieces of her house. I particularly love the underground house. She actually painted the little pictures, which will look like American folk art, and she has, a mummy or a cadaver presented in the living room, a very formal little living room. She did attach herself to clothing. Every period, it meant a lot to her. And, if you've seen her hats, she has boa pieces that are worked throughout them. I mean, her seaming, or French seams, are hidden seams, so it's sort of a double seam that not many people are even aware of. Even making a pom-pom in the way she did to go on the top of it. So, no detail was too small for her. The way she displayed her tools, and when we went into her workroom, everything was, absolutely perfect. So, and labeled, and one of the cabinets that we opened, it said eyeballs was one box, hands was the next box, feet, and so on. Barbara had her hands in many of the things that we value now in our town. Certainly in the acquisition of the library and the Burnham building, which had sat empty for 20 years, and she was on the committee to restore the Tiffany room and, actually from memory recreated a mock-up of the lamp and chandelier, which was eventually used by the manufacturer to produce the lamp that is there now. Well, I think it's the magnitude and the breadth of who she was, between her civic contributions and her, absolute, till the day she died, really, still wanting to contribute in that way, as well as have a legacy of artwork.